Snow hit Jade's face like tiny knives. He fought his way up the last hill to his cabin, boots sinking deep, wind screaming in his ears. His hands were so cold he could not feel his own fingers on the rifle strap. He pushed the door open, ready to fall onto his bed and sleep like a dead man. Then he stopped, his whole body went stiff. A woman lay on his bed, fast asleep. Snow melted slow in her dark hair. Her dress was torn at the shoulder. Blood, dried and dark, marked her arm. Jade did not shout. He did not run. He did something strange instead. He knelt down slow beside the bed, set his rifle on the floor without a sound and pressed 2 fingers gentle against her neck, checking for her heartbeat, like she was some hurt calf he found in the snow. If anyone from town saw this, they would have stared hard, mouths open. Big Jade Coulter, the mountain man who spoke to no one, who ran off every stranger with one cold look, kneeling soft as a mother, touching a stranger's neck like she was made of glass. Her heart beat, slow but steady. "Ma'am," Jade said, voice low and rough like he had not used it in days. "Ma'am, wake up now." Nothing, only the wind, banging hard against the cabin walls like fists trying to break in. Jade pulled his old blanket, the one that once belonged to Mary, and laid it soft over the stranger. His hands shook doing it, not from cold this time. He grabbed his rifle again and moved to the window, eyes cutting through the falling snow. Someone left this woman here, hurt and half froze. Or she ran here herself, running from something worse than any storm. Either way, trouble was riding close. Jade could feel it deep in his gut, sharp as a knife. He stood watch all night. He did not sleep once morning light crept in slow. Jade sat still in his chair, eyes red, rifle across his knees. He had not blinked much all night. The woman stirred. Her eyes opened, unsure, like she was pulling herself up from deep water. She saw Jade watching her and jumped back hard against the wall, breath fast and sharp. "Where am I?" she gasped. "My cabin," Jade said, keeping his voice low and steady. "Storm near killed you. Found you sleeping right there on my bed. Didn't ask you to come." Her hands shook. She looked down at her torn dress, at the dried blood on her arm, and her eyes filled with tears. "What's your name?" Jade asked. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out, her face twisted, scared and lost. "I don't know," she whispered. "I can't remember anything, not my name, not my face, nothing." Jade's chest went tight. A woman with no memory, hurt bad, found in a storm, this was no small trouble. He brought her warm broth. She drank slow, hands trembling, eyes darting to the door again and again, like something evil might walk through it any second. "Someone hurt you," Jade said, not a question. "I feel it," she whispered. "Someone is looking for me, someone bad. I feel it in my bones." That night they heard it, hoofbeats, riding hard through the snow, coming straight for the cabin. The woman's face went white as bone. "Hide," Jade said, grabbing his rifle fast. "Behind the stove now, don't make a sound." The hoofbeats grew louder, closer. Jade's heart slammed against his ribs like a war drum. A horse stopped right outside. Boots hit the snow. A fist pounded hard on the door. "Open up," a rough voice shouted. "We're hunting a woman, she's dangerous, she stole from us." Jade's mind raced fast. Was this true? Or was the real danger standing right outside his door? His hand tightened hard on the rifle. He had seconds to decide who to trust and who to turn away into the freezing dark. Jade did not open the door right away. He looked out through a small crack in the wood. 2 rough men sat on horses outside. Guns hung heavy on their hips. Their faces were mean and cold. Behind him he heard the woman's breath, fast and scared, hidden low behind the stove. "I said open up," the man shouted again, fist banging hard on the wood. Jade cracked the door just a little, blocking the view with his big body. "Ain't seen no woman," he said, voice flat and calm, though his heart raced hard underneath. "Just me and my cattle. Storms kept everyone away." The meaner man narrowed his eyes, staring hard at Jade's face. You sure? Dark hair. Maybe hurt bad. She stole gold from our boss and ran off. Something twisted deep in Jade's chest. Gold thief. Was that true? He glanced back quick toward the stove. Sure, I'm sure, Jade said. Got chores waiting, storm ain't done yet. The men traded a look. For one long, terrible second, Jade thought they might shove past him and force their way in. His hand rested near his rifle, ready to move fast. Finally, the meaner one spat in the snow. Fine, but if we find you lied, Cowboy, you'll regret it bad. They rode off, hoofbeats fading into white nothing. Jade shut the door hard and let out a long breath. The woman crawled out from behind the stove, shaking, tears on her cold face. Thank you, she whispered. Thank you for not giving me away. Did you steal gold? Jade asked, watching her close. I don't know, she cried. I don't remember, but something in my heart says I did no wrong. Please believe me. Jade studied her face a long moment, scared but honest. Something old inside him, cold and locked for years, cracked open just a little. I believe you, he said quiet, for now. That night sitting by the fire, she suddenly gasped, grabbing her head hard. I remember something, my name. My name is Clara. Days turned into weeks. Clara's memories came back slow in small broken pieces. She remembered a wagon, fire, screaming, robbers on the mountain trail, killing her family, burning everything she loved. She ran into the storm alone, scared and freezing until she found Jade's cabin. The men who came looking for her were not lawmen. They were the robbers. They wanted her gone forever so she could never speak the truth. Jade's heart burned hot with anger, but another feeling burned brighter, something he thought had died with Mary, years back in the snow. He was falling in love with Clara. This brave woman who laughed at his old jokes, who fed Duke like her own horse, who looked at him now with warmth instead of fear. One evening, watching the sun paint the mountains orange, Clara took Jade's rough hand in hers. You saved my life, she said soft. Jade, I think I'm falling in love with you. I never thought I'd love again, Jade said, voice thick. My heart was frozen like this mountain. You brought the sun back. Their happiness did not last long in peace. The robbers returned, more men this time, hunting Clara down for good. Gunfire cracked outside the cabin one dark night. Jade grabbed his rifle fast, heart pounding not for himself, but for her. Stay down, he shouted, pushing her behind the heavy table. Bullets tore through the wood walls. Jade fought hard, protecting the woman he loved, remembering he lost one love already and would not lose another. Just when hope looked lost, and Jade took a bullet in the shoulder, help came riding fast, ranchers from the valley, alerted by the gunshots. Together, they drove the robbers off and caught their leader, bringing justice for Clara's family at last. As Jade healed, Clara stayed close, tending his wound with gentle hands. You fought for me like nobody ever has, she whispered. I'll always fight for you, Clara, Jade said, pulling her close. You were sleeping in my cabin and somehow you woke my heart too. Under the wide mountain sky, full of stars, two broken hearts became one forever.